Hey my loves, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. If you're new here, I'm Kira, and that little voice you hear is DJ. He's working on his dinosaurs. He has his dinosaur book and his big dinosaur, and he's matching them. Yes, you say hi. Dinosaur. Okay. Yeah. So I've been asked on several occasions, Kira, how do you monthly plan your groceries? How do you monthly shop? Like, what exactly are you doing differently than I? Now, don't get me wrong. I used to be that person that would make out a grocery list just of things, random things that I wanted to buy that I was like, okay, yeah, I'm going to get this, I'm going to get this, I'm going to get this. And go into the store, come out, and then end up having to go back within a week or two. Or I would be the one running in and out of the store, planning to get one thing and coming out with 50, 20 different items of things. Sometimes even forgetting the one thing that I went into the market for. So, and then I found I was overspending. At the end of the month when I would look at, you know, how much I spent or what exactly did I buy, I found that I really didn't get everything I needed, hardly on any trip sometimes, or I got more stuff than I needed, and, you know, just basically finding that I was wasting money. So, with working out, like with my budgeting and organizing my life over the years, I found that monthly shopping or bi-weekly shopping, sometimes you can get away with it with bi-weekly shopping as long as you stick to your list. Because some people are like, I don't feel like going into that market and being in there and buying a whole month worth of groceries. You don't have to. You can break it down bi-weekly. Sometimes I do have to go back into the store, you know, to restock on produce or milk on some perishable items. I do have to pop back in within a couple of weeks. Now, with that being said, how do I do it? My number one tool that I use is my planner. Yes, this is an old planner, but some of the beginning of the year I didn't use. So I had some leftover dates. So what I do is I'll use my stickers. So I found that using a planner is very helpful. What I'll do is I'll break down my menu from breakfast, lunch, and dinner throughout the whole month. And then I'll think, you know, what's going on that day? What is my day going to consist of? You know, if I have a lot of different errands that I have to run on that day, or if I have a lot of appointments, you know, that'll kind of guide how I want to cook for that day. For instance, for like dinner, I'm not going to do something huge that's going to need a lot of time in the kitchen. Nothing, as I always say, is written in stone. Everything is movable. There's movable pieces to this. So for instance, say if they say, you know, I have a taste for something else today. How would I make this? And then everything gets moved. You can always move everything around. But you have it on hand, and you won't have to run to the store, and it's always either in your freezer or your pantry. As far as making my grocery list, you know, I try to be as organized as possible. Knowing your market that you go to is very important. This way, you know, you'll know exactly where to go. You won't get distracted, because it's easy to be like, oh, you know what? I want that. I may have a category that's just for snacks. Now, in that category, I can fill in different things that we see. But in itself, it has a budget to itself. But I'm not shopping outside of my list, so to speak. So what I'll do is I'll take my planner, I'll take my list, and I'll start out first with the bulk of the menu planning, which is the meats. And I'll build around that. What do I need? How many meats do I need? What type of meat do I need? And if I don't put a certain quantity, I'll put, you know, how many days that I'm preparing that meal. So this way, while I'm in the store, I can see, you know, the different packaging sizes of what exactly I need. Maybe I can take this huge pack and break it down into 2 meals like that. That's why some of them don't have, like, you know, 5 pounds or ounces or anything like that, or a box. And then I'll move on to writing my list for my produce of everything I'll need for that. Then I'll go to the grocery of the different ingredients that I'll need pertaining to the different meals, be it breakfast, lunch, or dinner. What do I need to go along with them? And then I'll also say, what do I need to restock the house with? What pantry items, what freezer, refrigerator, condiments, anything of that nature. You may also say, well, what do I cook? You know, what should I put on my meal plan? That's easy. That's simply easy. That's why I like to keep it on the calendar or keep it in my planner, because this way I can go back and see what meals worked, what were favorites, what didn't work, what we've had too much of, you know, because you don't want food to be boring. If you keep repeating different dishes, it gets boring and it gets mundane and nobody really wants to eat it. It could be the most delicious thing in the world, but on a repeat, it's like, I don't want this anymore. That's why if you notice for each week, it's like themed, kind of like maybe pork, fish, chicken, pasta, and this way it's a week away. So it's not the same dish within the same week, it's a week later. But you can grab ideas from everywhere. Family recipes. Pinterest, sometimes that's a dangerous place because Pinterest will have you wanting to make everything under the sun. Facebook as well, it'll have you wanting to make all types of dishes. But do some research, pull some different recipes, try some different things. Like for instance, in February, which is Black History Month, I'm attributing one day a week to various African dishes to basically culturally connect with via the plate. So that's what we're doing in February for one of our meals. And so that's what you can do. Just think theme wise. Don't bog yourself down with, oh my goodness, I don't know. It's really simple. It's really easy. Now, for all of my loves out there who's like, I can't boil water, let alone make a whole meal. Yes, you can. Here's where prep and preparation comes in handy. You've written out your meal plan for the month. You've written out your shopping list. You've gone shopping. Everything's in the house. And you're like, Kira, what do I do next? You then take it another step further. Set aside some time to either prep the night before. You can prep stuff a week in advance by just, you know, putting it in the freezer and getting it out ready to cook. You know, thawing it out overnight to get it ready to prepare the meal for the evening. I truly don't believe that people can't cook. I believe that a lot of times it's disorganization and it's rushing and it's feeling anxious. And, you know, not being organized can cause you to burn water because you're scattered and all over the place. So definitely keep yourself on task and keep yourself organized. And if need be, follow a recipe. One day you'll get to the point where you can like a dash of this, a pinch of this, and a sprinkle of that, and here you have a whole Thanksgiving dinner. You will get there. Just take your time. Don't worry yourself. You know, I know a lot of our first-time wives, first-time house runners, first-time moms. It can get frightening, and it can get, you know, you can get weighed down by like, what do I do? How do I do this? You can do this. Just organize yourself. Take your time. And trust me, you will succeed. And that's all, guys. That's all to it. I hope this helped. If you have any other questions, you know, feel free to contact me on either Instagram or in the comment section, wherever. And I thank you again so much for clicking on this video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And until next time, stay positive.